Hi, welcome back to my channel, Stitch and Style by me, Nadia, and today I'm just going to do a quick catch up and show you what I've been making in the past few weeks, and at the end of the video I'll just share a little bit about what I've been up to and thoughts that I've been having about the channel. If you're just here to see what I've been making, then you can always switch off before that point. But thanks very much for joining me. I have really missed everybody, and I'm really pleased to be back. Hopefully I'm feeling a little bit more refreshed. I've not been doing all that much sewing actually, but I have got a couple of things that I can share. I think everything I've made recently has actually been remakes of patterns that I've already made. I've either done a wearable twirl of it, or it's one of my tried and tested patterns. So I think the first thing I made was the Yanta overalls by Helen's Closet, and I think last time, and my husband commented, it's a bit of a lighter material, so not necessarily exactly what I was looking for, but I have worn those quite a bit and they're really comfortable and easy to wear, and I definitely enjoy wearing them. So yeah, I decided to make them up in this denim material. So the denim isn't that heavy actually. I think it's about an 8 ounce if I'm not mistaken, and I got it quite a while ago, so I probably can't check. It's got a chest pocket and then 2 front pockets lower down, and it's got 2 back pockets. And I made quite a few adjustments to this. If you watched when I made my previous version, I've done a sway back adjustment on it. I've lengthened the body and I lengthened the legs, I think. And last time I made it with the invisible zip, but after I'd made it up, I found out that I could just pull it on over my hips. So I omitted the invisible zip in this one. And you can see I've got some red top stitching on this one. I didn't actually use proper top stitching thread or a needle, which people have suggested to me in the past, and it probably would look better. But I didn't have any, and I just went with a normal needle and normal thread for the top stitching. Maybe it doesn't stand out as much as I would like, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with the top stitching. I really tried to take my time with it, and I think it's pretty neat. So I also, and I did the same on my last one actually, is that rather than line it with the self fabric, I've lined it with this blue and white stripe cotton fabric, which is, sometimes it like peeks out, especially at the back here, but I'm not too bothered. Again, I used jeans buttons. I think they're really good. I'm really happy with how they look. I think they make it look quite professional. And it's another little step towards jeans making, which I'm excited to try in future. After I'd finished these overalls, then I was thinking about what I could do. I had red thread in my overlocker, so I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to make up. I had this red material and I thought I'll just make up this red top while I had the red thread in. So yeah, I did this top. This is just an Agnes top, and I'm really happy with it. This is a top that I've made a lot of times before. I have made an adjustment to do a full bicep adjustment on the pattern. I think I'm still in the button, size 4 at the top, size 5 at the bottom. It is supposed to have negative ease in it, and it is a close fitting top, and I'll just stand up and show you it. So here's the top from the side and from the back. So once I'd made up this t-shirt, I'd actually got enough to make a vest top. So I decided to also make a vest top. And I used the free pattern, the Lego tank by Itch to Stitch. So it's a kind of racer back. And the only thing that I think about it, I do really like the t-shirt. The only problem is wearing a bra. Now I thought, oh well, I can wear a strapless bra, or I've got a crossover back bra. But then the issue is it kind of like comes a little bit too low here. I'm thinking this is just either going to be worn over things, or maybe on holiday when I'm wearing a bikini or something. I just want to put a top on the top, or with a sports bra. I mean, basically it was made from leftovers, so I think I must have had 1.5 meters of this material. So here's my vest with the sports bra on. So yeah, I think it works well with a sports bra. That comes down to there on me. I have got a long body, so it'd probably be quite a bit longer on other people. You can see there's plenty of room at the waist, and then it's a little bit more fitted around my hip, but that's probably maybe my shape as well. So I'll just put it on with the bra actually, so you can see what it's like with just an ordinary bra. Here's the vest with a normal bra, and I don't know if you can see what I mean, it just does show a little bit of the bra at the side. I don't know if that actually would bother me, I'm not 100% sure. I've never worn a bra crossback. It was surprising how much longer you need the straps, and it took me forever to get the bra on, but finally done it, and I think that's a thumbs up, yeah. Now I have left the best to last, and I am absolutely delighted with this next top, so I'm so excited to show it to you. This is the top I'm talking about, and it's the Anna Allen Anthea blouse. And if you've been watching my vlogs for a bit, you'll know that I made a twirl of this in a white viscose challis fabric, and unfortunately I think it was a fault in the fabric or something, and I got a hole in it. But I tried it out to test for the fit, and I was really happy with the fit. The only thing that I've changed for this version is just to lower this very slightly. So I think I've made the size 12 in this blouse, but then round the neckline I cut a size 8, which is lower. So and I think I just took it very slightly down at the back as well, not as much as I did at the front, because I felt like last time, if you see my bones here, it was kind of like sitting a little bit up on them, and I just wanted this bottom bit just to fall just underneath. So yes, it does, and I'm very happy with it. Now I got this fabric, this is a 4-ounce denim fabric that I got from Andrea and Keris at Beyond the Pink Door, which I'm sure a lot of you know their beautiful shop, and they have some lovely fabrics. And this is one I got from them. Now it's a purple denim. Now it's not very purple, but you can definitely see the purple in it. And I actually changed the colour of this fabric because I put it in the wash with something that was like a peachy kind of colour. At the back especially, you can tell it did change colour a little bit. This fabric though was absolutely lovely to sew. It was so nice. Compared to when I made it in the viscose challis, this pattern, I really enjoyed making this up and sewing this. It was an absolute joy to sew. every single one of my buttonholes went without any problems. You can't get better than that, can you? I think this fabric gathers so well, so nicely. You know, we've got the gathers here. I thought that gathered nicely, and the gathers for the cuff, I thought that was a nicely gathered. And I spent a lot of time trying to get the cuff all nice, and I've stitched in the ditch along the cuff, so I was happy with the finish on that. I mean, I probably cut my cuffs a little bit bigger than they should be, but only by a little bit. And I've used these purple buttons that I had that I think go quite well. And I'll just step back and show you the blouse. So as you can see, it's plenty of room. It really hangs really nicely, although I'll probably tuck it in most of the time. Actually, I am so proud of how I did this blouse. It's like the nicest thing that I've sewn. I really took my time and everything. It fits just how I would like it. It's just my style with the big puffy sleeves. I love puffy sleeves. And yeah, I just could not be happier with this top. Now I do have a little bit of the fabric left, so I've been thinking of making like a little bit of a matching set and doing a skirt to wear with it in the winter time. So I'll have like a little matching skirt to wear with tights and boots, and I think that's going to look lovely. So watch this space for that. Although I have so many ideas and so many things you want to sew. I mean, sometimes I think this is where I become a little bit overwhelmed and think I've got so many things that I want to make, I can't actually make anything. I don't know if anybody else experiences that. So I've not covered all of the details about all of the patterns. I just wanted to show you what I've done. If you want a little bit more detail about the Yanta overalls or blouse, then check out my previous Friday Sews vlogs. So in terms of what I'm going to be sewing next, I'm thinking of doing, I've got a couple of stripy jersey fabrics, thinking about doing a Breton t-shirt, and I also want to get 2 t-shirts sewn up for my husband. He is very spoilt now and will only wear me-made t-shirts, and he wears them every day, and he needs some new work ones, which is just black that he wears. So I'm going to make him up 2 t-shirts as well, which is not the most exciting sewing, but I'll be glad when that's done. And it really is the least I can do because he does so much for me. And so, well, what have I been up to? I have actually been away for a little break. We took my mother-in-law away to Conway in North Wales, and there's a beautiful castle there, and we went to Llandudno one day, and then we travelled over to Anglesey one day, and we went to South Stack to, well, we went to see the puffins, but the puffins had actually flown off back to sea after after they'd done all their breeding on South Stack, and so we missed all the birds, so we only got to see gulls while we were there. But my husband and I walked over. You can walk over to a bridge over to where a little island where the lighthouse is, and we went up the lighthouse and had a little tour and a little talk by the tour guide, and it was so interesting, and it's such a beautiful place, and the weather was so changeable. I mean, at one point it was quite sunny, and then on the way back the visibility went down to nothing, and it was quite drizzly. And then we went to a couple of beaches, and I had a little paddle, and that was lovely. So that was a lovely day out, and we had some nice food while we were there. I also have been doing a lot of racing. Now, I don't know, most of you will know that I enjoy running. So yeah, I've been doing quite a bit of running and that's been taking up some time. Also, the landlord, who is also our friend, is up most weekends. So he's been coming up on Thursday nights and going back on Tuesday mornings, and it's kind of disturbed my routine a little bit, which is also why I thought I just need a little bit of a break from the vlogging. And I also work full time. So I've got a lot of deadlines in my working life, and I have a little bit of a stressful job. Not too stressful, but there are like pressures there. And so I thought I just want to keep my sewing space and my vlogging and my channel, which is, to me, it's an extension of my sewing space. I just want to keep it nice and positive, free from pressures, free from deadlines, free from any restrictions. I just want to make it so it's a nice, positive, creative space, and where I'm not putting too much pressure on myself and feeling external pressures. I just want total freedom to do what I want to do and how I want to do it, because this channel for me, it's not about making money, it's not about selling anything, it's just an extension of my sewing and having the opportunity to share with other people what I'm doing, because I don't have any sewing friends in real life and I just love to talk about my sewing, and that's what I want to do and that's what I want my channel to be about. Thank you so much for joining me, and thanks for all your lovely comments. I'm always absolutely overwhelmed, and you know, it makes me actually quite emotional to think about the feedback that I get. It's really positive and really nice, and thanks so much for joining me on my sewing journey. It means the world to me. And so hopefully I'll see you again soon and you've enjoyed this little catch up. It's been quite hard to film because once you've had a break then you think, oh, I don't know how I ever did that. But yeah, thank you again and I'll see you next time. Bye! The Yanta overalls or the Anthea Allen or the Anthea Anna or this blouse, then